What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Second half of the year, July 2nd. This is Trading G's with G, your boy G. I got another video for y'all today on the NASDAQ 100. Judging by thumbnail, this is going to be preferably comparing and contrasting the differences between Nvidia and AMD. But first, I got to say that today that the NASDAQ market reached nearly an all-time high. And judging by this big green candlestick right over here, you can tell that this is very, very bullish. It's a great sign. I'm expecting this to break right on through tomorrow. Just Friday, June 28th last week, it rejected. It shot up and went back down. And even back to June 20th, it nearly hit this resistance line, as well as June 17th. So as y'all know, the tech stocks have been absolutely killing it. I'm going to go over Nvidia and AMD as far as my trades I did today. I'm going to show you the daily chart for Nvidia first. What I just showed you was a daily chart of the NASDAQ. So looking over here, you can tell that it took a tank from yesterday to first. It was at around 123.45, and today, it opened way over at 121 and it moved its way up right around 122.50. I'm gonna go to the 5-minute chart. I'm gonna show y'all the trade that I did on Nvidia this morning. You can't win them all, and I gotta say thank y'all for returning. My new subscribers, appreciate y'all adding me on. This is a trade options channel for y'all that are new. I know y'all been catching a lot of the news I've been doing on Nvidia lately, as well as the meme stocks. So right over here at the opening bell was July 2nd, and as you can see, it took a toll, like I said, and then I seen the green candlestick, a big one followed by another one, and it was starting to go up, and I could have took like a cool little $20 profit. I only bought one contract. I don't really buy too many contracts when it comes to these tech stocks at these high rates, at least not yet. So I got in on Nvidia. I dropped about 430 on the contract. I took a $75 loss and got out at 355. So I got in right over here at 122.89, and it was going up. I could have sold here, but I thought I was going to keep going. It reversed on me, and it was consolidating for about 20 minutes, and I just took an easy loss. No big deal. Like I said, you can't win them all out here. As long as you make your losses small, you're going to win in the long run. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I've done, not only last year, but this year. I'm starting to get it as far as being disciplined and taking my L's. So I made a couple other trades today, and my last one was on AMD. This was later on this morning at around 10:05. I jumped in right over here on a call option, and this was a quick scalp. It took me less than 10 minutes to get this play. So I seen this going up right over here, the green candlestick, and there's a hammer, a spinning top, two spinning tops together, a third one, and usually that means that it's going up, but only with so much. As you can see, it's gradually climbing like stairs. I jumped right in over here. It went up, and I just got a quick, easy profit. I bought that contract for 203. I walked out with 276. That was a $73 profit. And both those contracts expired this Friday on the 5th. As you know, 4th of July is on the 4th. I like to just quickly do my trades in and out. I don't really like to spend a lot of time with these type of tech stocks at these prices and this versatility. I like to just get in and out. So, okay, I broke down the 5-minute chart with AMD right at my trade, right? I'm going to show y'all the daily of what it did, and then I'm going to get into the comparing and contrasting of these two companies. You guys are going to be really impressed with the research that I have. For those of y'all that don't know, they have a lot more in common than what you think. So right over here on this day chart, you can see that this stock AMD has been consolidating since early June. It broke out of that uptrend that was starting, and ever since like June 10th, it's been consolidating up and down between the support and resistance. So we'll see what happens. Usually when you see something consolidating, that means it's retracing. It can go either up or down. So I'm just giving y'all some game. So with AMD and Nvidia, if you look over here, this is pretty much the performance comparison between the two tech companies on the year. This is accurate as of today, July 2nd, last updated. So this repeats. This is updated every day. And on the year to date, as you can see, Nvidia's in the green. It's up over 150%, while Nvidia is up only 6.7% or 6.97, pretty much 7%. And for anybody that follows stocks and just invest for the long haul with a 401, a Roth IRA, an index fund, this is a good return on the year. So both of these stocks are highly inflated. And looking at the market cap, as you know, Nvidia is in a three-way tie pretty much. It's in third place now, trailing Apple and Microsoft. And AMD has 262 billion market cap. I'm gonna show you the rankings. So there goes Nvidia number 3, like I just said. AMD is down, I believe, around 40th place. Yeah, 40th. So people might think like, oh wow, like it's really low, but market cap doesn't really matter. It's just about how much the total shares are worth with the volume. And anything in the 100 billions is really impressive. Like it's the S&P 500 list, so you really can't be doubtful of AMD, and I'm gonna give you really really good reasons why. So the CEO of Nvidia, as many of y'all know, his name is Jensen Huang. Hopefully I pronounce these Chinese terms right. Don't be offended to my Asian audience. I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Southern Cali. I did research on these two companies recently. I just want y'all to know for the non-Asian affiliates on this channel. So Jensen Huang, he founded Nvidia. He is the CEO as well as a founder, and this company's been out since 1993. He co-founded at only age 30. As you scroll down, you start to see that he was raised for a good part of his life in the United States and went to Oregon State University. What I want y'all to notice over here on the bottom, he is related to the CEO of AMD. Where's this lady at? Here she is, Lisa Su. So these two are first cousins. She is the CEO of AMD. Hung's mother is a younger sister of Su's maternal grandfather, making them first cousins. I'm telling y'all, these companies are connected. Jensen Huang was born in Tainan, Taiwan. And guess what? When you click on his cousin, where's her name at? When you click on Lisa Su, she was also born in Tainan, Taiwan. She is the current president and CEO. She did not find AMD. And check this out. The headquarters of AMD is in Santa Clara, California. That's in the Bay Area. That's very close to San Jose. And guess what? I'm going to go back over here. Let me see. I'm going to go back to Nvidia. I'm typing in Nvidia. Nvidia is also in Santa Clara, California, their headquarters. So AMD and Nvidia, both their headquarters are in Santa Clara, California. What are the odds of that? That is not far from the 49ers Stadium. Levi Stadium is right across the 101 freeway. Santa Clara University is right down the street. Matter of fact, these two headquarters are about 5 minutes apart, so they're literally around the corner from each other. It's just amazing when you see the coincidence that these two companies have. And even if you look at the CEO, Jensen Hung, I forgot to mention one thing, my bad. He used to work for AMD. He started off with AMD early in his career. Here it is. After college, Hung was a director of core ware at LSI Logic and a microprocessor designer at Advanced Micro Devices. And obviously, he branched off in '93 and started Nvidia. And you wonder why his cousin never became the CEO, because he is the CEO of Nvidia. So she decided just to join AMD and become the president and CEO. So they're rivals, but for the most part, they're having Thanksgiving dinner together. So I'm gonna show y'all the map of Taiwan, and Tainan is a small city slash state. So as you see, that's China right there. For those of y'all that don't know, these two countries absolutely hate each other. They're basically two different Chinas. So if you see, both of these countries are split between the Taiwan Strait. Above Taiwan is the East China Sea, and below it is the South China Sea. Just to zoom in a little bit, just to give y'all a look. So there goes Tainan right there. It's its own state, and Tainan is also a city similar to New York. New York out here in the U.S. Brief little history lesson. I'm gonna make it short and easy. So there was a Chinese civil war that lasted for almost 30 years, from 1912 to 1949. And in 1949, China is the People's Republic of China. They're pretty much against the Republic of China. And the Republic of China was too small and just didn't have enough. So they had to flee. They retreated, the government of the Republic of China, to the island of Taiwan. And I'm going to show y'all like a territorial map of these two. Obviously, this is the original China. This is the new China. So this is the People's Republic of China versus Republic of China. So you see why the Republic of China had to flee to Taiwan. And to this day, these two are bitter rivals. One thing people need to know in California, it's a Latino state. As far as the job market, the favoritism goes with the wall being up. I'm not really into politics, but I just found this out in May. So Governor Newsom proclaimed Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And this is a little document right here. Just like how we got Black History Month in February. Juneteenth was this last week. Now Governor Newsom is catering to the Asian community, which I think is pretty dope. We should diversify in the United States. You see his autograph right there. Signed, sealed, and delivered. This was activated April 29th. And in the job market in California, whether if you're in the Bay or SoCal, they want you to know Mandarin. That is the main Chinese language in China and also Taiwan. So Chinese and Taiwanese residents have been migrating to California for decades, let alone the whole United States. I believe over 1/3 of the Asian population in the United States is in California. So not only do people have to learn Spanish, but you also need to learn Mandarin. So I just wanted to show y'all that. There's a reason TikTok is not allowed in the United States. They banned it in several states in the United States, allegedly, several countries. I think even China banned it to an extent, India banned it. China obviously has beef with the United States. Taiwan does not. That's why Lisa Su of AMD is allowed to come into the States and be a part of this company. And Jensen Huang is allowed to come in from Taiwan and open up Nvidia headquarters in Santa Clara, California. So I just want people to know that if you're doubting these two companies, you're really mistaking it. AMD, wow. Like, one thing I want to show y'all is that the price to earnings ratio is 230. The average is around 20 to 25 or 20 to 30. So this is inflated over 10 times this average price to earnings ratio. And it's more inflated than Nvidia. Their price to earnings ratio is 72. This is extremely high too. It's over 3 times the earnings. So that's why I try to explain to y'all, market cap does not matter. There's so many numbers to look at, and when you crunch them, you will see that AMD and Nvidia aren't going nowhere. These semiconductors that they've been producing, AMD is an older company. It's been around, I believe, since the 1960s, and Nvidia is a new one, yet Nvidia is worth more money. But like I said, Nvidia and AMD, they're Taiwanese tech companies here in the United States, welcomed. It's all good. But until next time, y'all, this is Train G's with G. One love.